So I know we talked about in the course of the podcast about how important locker rooms are and people in that locker room. And obviously you talk about how you were scared of him and how he was. And there's actually mayor of Miami, but we all know who the real mayor of Miami is.
Yes, sir.
Give me a funny story about this motherfucker here.
This ain't no funny story. This shit crazy. So Roger Mason was on the team. Shout out to him. He just graduated with his doctorate or something.
Ooh, yeah.
But
congrats, Rod.
He was having dinner with his wife, and the whole entire restaurant come get ransacked. People get under the table, put your phone and wallet on top of the table, steal from the whole entire restaurant. Out. That motherfucker come in. He tell us in the locker room the next day, this motherfucker UD stand up like, hey, what restaurant was that? What part of town? Okay, I got you. 2 days later, had it back. I was like, this motherfucker right here, everybody. Like, how you even start that conversation? Hey, who hit up that restaurant the other day?
The funny thing is, I remember that story because he called me. And I actually the one that got it back from, but I gave it to him.
Yeah, he got it back for me. Listen, let me tell you something, dog. Honestly, when people come to this city, dog, I feel like when you come to this city and you play for the Miami Heat, I have an obligation. One, you my brother when you step in that locker room. And two, I have an obligation to make sure that you straight and you safe out here in these streets. So for me, that happened on my watch to one of my teammates. Sure. You know what I'm saying? So I made it personal to make sure I figured out how it happened. I found out who got it. That ain't for me to tell, but I made sure personally to get it back for him. So shout out Raj. I did the same thing for D-Wade too, my rookie year. Somebody stole his truck and stole his chain out of his truck, and I told him, hey, listen, I found out where your truck at. You want your back? He said, yeah, he want got his chain. That's that simple, man. Listen, that's why I ain't leaving. When people talk about why you ain't go play in other cities, man, I can't go to no other city and get people stolen back. I can only do that in Miami.
That's why you're not leaving.
Yeah, I ain't leaving. I can get everybody stolen back because I stay here.
That's why I was scared of this motherfucker. That's the mayor of Miami right here.
It is. I love it.
That's Dade Dad stories, man. My kids call me Dade Dad. That's the they don't
Dade
know about.
Dad?
Yeah, Dade County Dad. They don't know that. They don't know that guy.
You gonna take them down there every once in a while?
Every now and then, man. I take them down there every now and then. But when I get in that mode, my kids get a little nervous.
So you're coaching now.
Yeah.
But before you started coaching, you had that last year here. You guys obviously it doesn't end up like you guys wanted to. Mm-hmm. Where was your head at when that season was over, and what was like the next journey for you? What were you thinking about?
I was thinking about another opportunity. I thought I was at least healthy enough to at least be able to get another contract and kind of move on, but it didn't end up happening like that. But I do want to tell this story though.
Go, please.
So right after we get back, because we lost in San Antonio.
Yeah.
We land, got exit meetings the next day. I think Spo just wanted to get them over with. I was one of the first ones. Probably like 8 in the morning. I lived across the street at 900. So I come over early. I'm still in workout mode. I'm gonna go work out. LeBron in there 7 in the morning with his mom working out. And we just lost the finals. And I know for a fact he played 38.
That's the people don't know. Yeah. That's the
7 in the morning on the Versa, like with his mama. I'm like, crazy. That's crazy.
That's crazy. That's the people don't know. And I never heard that story, but I talk about all the time just understanding how to be a professional and professionalism. I tell people if practice started at 10, Brown was probably there at 7. He done rode a 10 speed in his tights to practice. He done got to he done worked out in the weight room. He done got his shots up. By the time 9 o'clock come around, he on the table getting tape ready to start practice. He done had a whole 2-hour workout day already. You know what I'm saying? Like the way he prepared, there's no coincidence. And it ain't by accident that he performed the way he did in the Olympics at 40.
40 years old, bro.
At 40.
Let's just, for a second here, man. 40 years old, bro. And he's still doing it. But now it's like for everyone at home, like now you start hearing enough of these stories, it all adds up. It's not, like you said, it's not a coincidence.
Nah,
I mean, that dude was, I mean, I always make fun of, he laughs at me, he's a test tube baby. There's no way he's real. But the reality of the situation, man, is like he's taking advantage of everything and putting everything into it.
Man, remember that time the rolled his ankle, rolled all the way to the ground.
Yeah.
To the ground.
Yeah.
Ankle touched the ground. I'm like, yeah, he out a week or two. Tied his shoes up tighter and got better. I was like, wait a minute. What the is that? Like, what the is that? Like, how does that happen? Like, most of us roll our ankle to the ground like that. You can count us out for a week or two, at least a month. Tied his shoe and got better.
But I do want to touch on it, though, because unlike UD over there, we've talked about on our podcast a lot, like he got to land his own plane. He got to finish when he wanted to, right? And that happens for probably 1% of the NBA basketball players are professional athletes, or even people that work in the work field. They
Even the
rarely
sunshine,
get to
even
end.
sunshine on the dog ass every now and then.
But I'm
Killer. I
saying,
got
like,
lucky.
so,
I got lucky.
like, when you got there and there was no other options, or what happened? Why did you ultimately give up? Why did you not give up? Why did you ultimately retire from the game?
I ended up going to China, and I felt like I was good. You know, it was $1 million tax free. I was like, it's a couple 6 months. I'm over there first.
$1 million
preseason.
tax free 6 months?
Yeah.
What city that is? Hey.
Hey, hold on.
still
Don't
got
get
a
any
little something
ideas.
now.
Look at.
I
Don't
still
get
got a
that.
little something. Now, what city?
goddamn.
Call your agent. Who your agent?
Man.
Hey, listen.
Shout
For
out
6
Mike
months, I
Conley
got
Sr.
you.
That's right.
For 6 months, I go let that thing ride.
So, you know, but my first
I can get
time
you
in
that. I can get you
China,
that
too.
job, UD.
I put it like this: I was over in China smoking a pack a day. Yeah. I was smoking cigarettes right before the game. I was in there stressed.
Cigarettes. Cigarettes is nuts.
Stressed.
Hey, you know, China, they got them old school cigarettes with no filter.
Hey, but them joints is different over there because
Oh,
twice that
man.
cigarette gone.
Damn. Oh, you know what? I take that back. Don't call me. Don't call me. My man was smoking cigarettes. Don't call
Hey,
me.
all I can see is him in the bathroom stall.
Yeah.
7'2".
That would have been me. That would have been black and mild wine.
100%.
That would have been black and mild wine tip. Wood tip, black and mild wine.
Hey, the messed up part, you'd go halftime of the game trying to go pee, and the coaches be in there just
Smoking with you?
smoke all, hey, just cigarettes all through that bitch.
Man,
Like,
listen, don't
I
do
just
that.
need to use the bathroom.
UD
dog.
would have been on the left-handed cigarette.
Man, you already know. Hey, coach, hit
Nigga,
this.
weed.
Coach, don't worry about it. Hit this. I take care of that.
Nah, but when I did get over there, the first preseason game, I broke my thumb.
Damn.
So I was out for a month
God
over there.
damn,
And
you
it was
got-
just like, after that year, it was like, it takes a lot for me to even play in the game, for me to even get ready to play in the game.
Yeah.
And at that time, I was just like, I'm about to get married. I'm about to have a child. I want to be home. I want to be there. So, yeah.
So kids.
My daughter,
Yes.
London Oden. Love
Yes.
you, baby girl.
There you go.
What's up?
Shout out London.
London Odin.
Sir, 3rd grade. She's tall as hell. 7 going on 25, I like to say. But that's my girl. She was my date to a wedding, my guy Mark Titus's wedding this weekend. So
That's beautiful. That's
It's
beautiful.
good.
I mean, when you talk about, you know, stuff like that, and you talk about the things that you've overcome, so it's definitely a success story, dog. I appreciate you for coming on. But
Thank you.
for me, I just want to say, you know what I'm saying, I appreciate you also for what you contributed to our team. You know what I'm saying? We talk about having good guys in the locker room. We talk about having a good locker room. You know what I'm saying? You came in, you was a good teammate. We enjoyed it ourselves off the basketball court. You had good energy. You brought it every day. You made us better. You made me better. So I appreciate all that you was able to do, man. I appreciate you coming on the show. At the end of the day, if you would have stayed, then we wouldn't have kept, this wouldn't have came. So I wouldn't have mind you staying a little bit longer because I could have did without him taking my money.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, he took my money.
Well, you know what?
He took
I don't want to hear all that. But on the OGs, we ask fan questions with the fans.
Man, listen, don't ask no dumb fans.
Well, that's probably not
and
going to
don't
happen.
be DMing me complaining.
We love you, fans, but there are some doozies. We kind of touched on this a little bit, but what was the experience like playing with LeBron James and D Wade? Obviously, two of the elites in this game. What was that experience like?
for me, it was amazing to be on the court with guys that, you know, just dominated. You know, and it just came so easy for them.
Yes.
So, you know, just learning how to play off those guys, which, you know, it kind of brought back to the reason why I'm coaching. Everybody can't be LeBron and D Wade. You got to learn
Great
how
point.
to be.
Great
you got to
point.
learn how to get in the dunker spot, man.
Yes.
Fucking get in that corner. Like, let them boys do what they do.
Preach, G, preach.
Yes.
But it was amazing because the one thing I always say too, like they used to, every week we had a gift in our locker.
That was unbelievable.
Yes.
Yeah,
Greatest
it was just
teammates
like-
ever.
That's all it was. They were great teammates, and they always gave us something. They was
Yes.
always there. My favorite thing about Bron, we was in D.C. and we was out, and everybody had the little section. I was like, I'm kind of big, so I walked over to the bar by myself. That's what I do. I'm just sitting there, and I'm looking. All I just see, I see Rich, and then I just see him move, and Bron walk up. He just, "You good, Gio?" All right, and then he just, hey, I was like, and I don't like that, man. Because I just try to stay out the way, man. So that was cool that he came over there and checked on me, man. And
I mean, hands down, when it talks about one of the best teammates that I've had, I mean, Braun's up there at the top of the list.
The funny thing is, and that's why obviously he's been so successful. That's why our Heat teams were so successful, is because our best teammates were our best players.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I mean, we were all. I felt like our locker room was awesome. We had great teammates.
Yeah.
But when you talk about it, like you said, LeBron James is one of the best teammates. Yes. D Wade as well. Chris Bosh. I mean, those guys. The one thing I always took away from it when I played those, because I came from different situations as well. Like when you came in there, it was so fun to lace up your shoes knowing you're probably going to win the game.
Yeah.
And they gave us that. You know what I mean? Like that was dope to me, because before I'd start up in October, like, damn, I'm lacing these shoes up. I know I ain't gonna win no championship. But you walk in there, you're like, dog, championship or bust. That's a great feeling to have.
They definitely gave us that, but goddamn it, we gave them something too now.
Oh, Coach, we did our job.
God
We
damn
did our
it.
job. We don't need a. Yeah, we did our job.
Yeah, we did
Next
our damn
question.
job.
Favorite center and power forward in the NBA right now?
My favorite.
I'm going. I bet it's Joker. I bet, because you already said it one
I
time.
did say Joker, but I like Joel, man.
I was just finna say Joel or Joker.
Yeah, it's,
This is a conversation for a barbershop, but Joel or Joker.
I'm going Joel because I'm black.
hey, to honesty.
God damn it.
So I'm supposed to pick Joker then.
Power to the people.
If you do.
Power to the people, God damn it.
I love them both. I'm not gonna lie; they're just both great players. But I think Joel is more my speed. You know, he'll dunk on your ass when he want to. In the words of Shaq, he need to do that more.
Yeah.
But his jump shot, like I didn't watch the Serbia game, the third Serbia game, and I didn't realize he turned it on towards the end too.
He did.
in
Played
that
great.
fourth
Yes.
quarter. So,
Yes, he did.
Played great.
you know, I was watching the highlights on the plane over here, so it was. I was like him a lot. And for some reason now, I used to be called Bron, but now they call me Joel whenever I take my hair out and got my afro. And then I was in Chicago last week and I had my little braids and they was calling me Andre Drummond. I was like, man, what the? We all don't look alike.
You could be all three. Who call you that? White people? They just saying all this look alike? That's that.
Time out.
Just so you know, it's actually
time out.
mostly
We
black
ain't
people.
gonna have
It
it.
is
Who said
not
that? White people say all this
Thank
look
you.
alike?
It's actually not white people. It's more black people.
Who said black people?
Yes, swear to God.
They were
Are
blind.
you Andre Drummond? What?
That's crazy.
Sometimes
When people walk up to me and they ask me for an autograph, I immediately ask them, do you know my name? If you don't know my name, you got to keep walking. You just see a tall black man with tattoos and braids and ask for an autograph. What they call that? Stereotype. That's that. You don't even know who I am. You just see somebody else ask for an autograph. You done brought your ass over here because you seen a brother with braids and he tall. You know what I do? I could be a scammer.
He'd probably be pretty accurate.
I could be. I could be a scammer. I could be a scammer.
What is your best memory from your time in college basketball?
My best memory.
I tell you what his worst was.
I know what it was. I love that memory.
I enjoyed playing in the national championship game.
You did?
A lot of people don't get opportunities
I
to
didn't.
play in
I
that.
hated it.
I love the way you spent that.
He did spin it.
that
He
was-
did.
that-
And
That was
guess
a
what?
vet
That was
move.
a veteran. That was a veteran.
You did.
19-year-old
I love
Greg
the way
was
you
not
spent
answering
that.
it
That was a
way.
vet
Yeah,
move.
yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, that was a good spin. That was a good spin.
Oh man, no. There was one dunk I got in that national championship game that I tried to kick every last Florida that was in the lane. But I will say this game, man. Like I was actually proud of myself. I will say you got Joe Kim, Al,
They was
Chris
loaded.
Richards,
Yes.
and Mo Spates.
Yes. they
All
was
the
loaded.
bigs coming at you.
25 and 12.
They was
Damn.
loaded. They was loaded. They was loaded.
25 and 12.
Yeah, he still remember his numbers now.
And,
I'll let you know.
and by the way, on the cover of college basketball, the game.